Hello everybody and welcome back to Mountain Blade. As always, I am Dor, and today we're going to go ahead and sail on over to Dunwich and explore the area that is over there. So in between episodes, I went ahead and walked around to the towns that are in this little section, and we're currently buddy-buddy with I think 2 or 3 of them, and they allow us to go ahead and recruit from them. So what we have right now in our army is 2 people. The people that are available in those towns are not very frequent, and we only have 2 people right now. We do have 3 of the unkillable guys that we got from the bar over here in Dorstad. I believe out of the 3 of those unkillable people, we actually only had to pay for one of them. One of them wanted like 200 or 300 pennies to go ahead and join our army. The other 2 joined for free. But what I went ahead and did in between episodes is I went into the training grounds, and this is where we made a lot of our money. Not all of it, but if we go ahead and load into the map here, we need the sword and shield, and then if we kill a character that has a stick on him, we can take that stick, and then this little building that's right in front of us, we can walk up the little slant there, jump to the left, and then walk up the wall and then hang out right there. And all we got to do is stand there with our shield and our stick in our hand and just block any of the javelins that are getting thrown at us, because there's usually a guy that spawns over in that direction and just starts chucking them at us. So you need the shield, and then you can just hang out there until he's done. They'll all gather up underneath you, where you can kind of see there's like a little tiny piece of wood that might not be coming across in the video all that well, but the enemies will go ahead and kill themselves, and then the other ones that won't kill themselves, they'll just pile up underneath you, and with the stick you can just poke at them until they're knocked out. So you can go ahead and win this kind of cheesily. You won't get the extra money for killing like 20 enemies, but you'll get like 5 or 6, and then you'll get the 250 for winning the entirety of the match. So currently we are up to I think like 6 grand. So we're actually up to 7,500. We got most of that from selling the gear from our enemies when we were getting the ambushes. We only did the combat thing maybe 3 or 4 times, so we only made like 1 to 2 grand from it. The rest of that is from the ambushes. So really quickly here, before we actually go ahead and set sail, we're gonna go back to this town right here. I think it's a town, and we got ambushed. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and fight these guys, and then we're gonna continue on to that town really quick, because in the game description thingies that gives you little notes and stuff on the match or on the game here, we actually need to go ahead and get a sausage, which we have in our inventory right now, and we can go ahead and get a dog going for ourselves. So we're gonna go ahead and go to that town and get that dog, but first we need to go ahead and take care of these guys, so we can go ahead and have our troops come over here and just hang out for right now, and then they'll hopefully kind of keep these guys at bay, and we can kind of keep hitting them with our axe as well. We also got some new shields from the enemies here, so we're not rocking the old like 2-hit shield that we had last episode, so we should be kind of okay. I haven't wasted any money on items because we just keep getting newer stuff or slightly better stuff from the enemies anyways, so there's no point in wasting the gold here. So that guy's dealt with, and I thought it just said my guy got killed. I thought they couldn't get killed, but he killed one of the enemies here, so that should be fine. Or actually, did he get killed? Why is it in orange? I didn't pay attention. Uh-oh. I think we should be fine. Oh, it killed one of my little army dudes. So we had 2. We're only down to 1 now. Okay, whatever. That's fine. So we should be able to go ahead and grab this dog here. We have this sausage, so that's going to go ahead and get him to go ahead and follow us. And let's see. Can we can give it more food. That'll go ahead and increase its health, I believe, is what the little tooltip thing gave us. And I don't know which one of these I want to go ahead and do. I guess, oh, we can go ahead and name it. So let me see. Okay, so we're going to call him Knob, and I don't know how we go ahead and have him follow us, so I'm gonna just leave that be. I'm gonna click on go Knob go, maybe, and maybe he'll follow us, and he's not following us. So let me see if I click on this. That's to stay, and I guess we'll just see if he follows us. If not, we can just come back to the town here, and we can go ahead and get him, I guess. So we'll see. So now that we're over here in Dunwich, we can go ahead and take a look at what this is. This is probably another little temple thingy. We're going to probably hang out over there at the Boar Grove and see if we can go ahead and get some boars. Yeah, this thing is another monastery, so we're just going to leave that be. Let me wander on over there, and then once it turns daytime again, we'll probably make a run through the towns here. So this is going to go ahead and probably let us go ahead and get some boar meat that we can probably end up eating or selling. Actually, there's people here, so I thought it was a thing with boars, but I guess we'll see if this guy's aggro. Is he throwing those at us? He is throwing those at us. Why you aggro, buddy? I don't know why he's mad already, but okay. Maybe it told us on that little dialogue thing and I didn't read it, I guess. Well, we killed the guy and it cut his head off, so that's pretty cool. You have beaten the old hero, so beginning your journey into legend. Okay, so what was this place? Can I click on it again? Is it going to tell me, or is it just not something I can click on again? Oh yeah, okay, so it was like a boss thing, so I should have read that thing. I thought it was just something we can go ahead and like hunt and boar and stuff. I didn't read the thingy, my bad. But anyways, let's go ahead and head on over here and see if we're actually able to recruit from them yet, or if we need to go ahead and pay them like we did the other towns. We still need the permission to go ahead and recruit from these towns. Okay, so I don't one of the things in the game thingy, the notes, it tells us that once we get to, I think, 150 renown, we're actually able to just go and recruit people instead of having to ask for permission. So let me go ahead and fight these guys, the elite Vagnars, Viking, what are they called? Viking something. So this should be kind of easy since there's only 2 of them. There's 5 of us. If our little army guy dies again, I'm not too worried about it. We do have the other 3 guys that should be kind of okay not to die. I have had one of them for a little while and he still hasn't ranked up, so I don't know if they do still rank up or not. He's been in a lot of fights with me and he still hasn't ranked up once, so I'm not too sure. Or maybe he just auto upgrades his own skills and we don't have to do that. I'm not too sure what's going on there. Oh, look at that. Our dog is with us. That's cool. Can I control my dog at all? I think it said it was 9, right? Yeah, we can have him go ahead and charge. Ooh, that's not the right button. Let me do that again. We need you to go ahead and do that. We need you to charge. I don't know if our dog dies, if it dies, or if we get it back. It's also not charging. There he goes. Oh, he just got hit in the face with a sword. Don't die, doggo. Uh-oh. He might die. I don't know if he comes back or if he's unkillable. So I guess we'll see if he does end up dying. He's also not charging, so I guess he doesn't attack enemies. Maybe. Kind of looked like he bit that one in the butt. And these guys are doing a lot of damage. They just took out our other guys. They just took out all of our guys. Okay. So hopefully we can win this. So we got one of them. Let's try and get this last guy here. He's pretty beat up and he was just 1 hit away. Okay, so those guys are knocked out, but they should be back. And they somehow killed our dog, but the dog didn't get hit by anybody. It was just running around. So I don't know when it died, but it died. So, uh-oh. Hopefully we get him back. Yeah, we should get him back. He's only wounded, so that should be fine. So actually, off of that little fight, I think we just tipped over 150 because I don't think we were at 150 when we just interacted with this town. So let me go ahead and try that again. And no, we still need permission from the village elders. So let me go talk to him. Maybe it's a different dialogue thing now when we are at 150. Even with our 150 renown, he still wants us to pay him. So I'm not too sure. Maybe this town isn't a pagan town, so they might not like me already. I'm not too sure here. No, they are accepting of pagans, so I'm not too sure why. I thought it said 150. I could have read that wrong. It's probably 250. I gotta check that again. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so we need 150 or more, and we also need the relations to be 15 or higher, so that's not gonna happen. So I think we do just need to bribe our way into these towns to go ahead and recruit from them, so that's a bit of a bummer. So we're actually injured again, and if we don't fix it, we lose 1 agility. So since we have the money to do it, I'm gonna try and find the physician, which I think it's this guy, and hopefully fix it. So is this the guy? He is indeed. Okay, cool. So let me go ahead and have him fix our stuff. It's only 150, so that's not the end of the world for us. And there's also a competition going on in this town, but if we go ahead and join it, we're going to be joining with half health, so I can't really join it because we're not going to stand a chance in it because we're gonna die relatively easy in it. So maybe the next time we run across one of these competition things, we can actually join into it. So I want to go ahead and find the mayor, which I think it might be that guy at that building just standing there, and he was indeed. So we can go ahead and click on this to go ahead and trigger the ability to go ahead and build our own little business in his town here. And we also need to go ahead and interact with him just so we can go ahead and do that from our main screen thing instead of having to come back into the town and walk over here. Another thing I want to go ahead and do really quick before we leave here is talk to the shipbuilder, which he wasn't next to the physician. I think he was over on the next dock. So let me go find him really quick. So with this guy, in his little menu here, we have other options than we do on the main little menu screen that we pick from. Instead of walking into the town, the little town menu thingy, we can go ahead and purchase the ship, which we can do from that screen. And then we can also have him build us a ship, which is pretty expensive. I went ahead and took a look at this stuff, and it's we need to go ahead and bring him the material and pay him to build it. So that's something we might end up doing eventually, but for right now we're not. I want to go ahead and see what ships he actually has on him, because the other place we were just at only had 1 ship. So we we have 3 ships to choose from in this town, and we can go ahead and see the speed of them and how much they're going to cost. So this one can only carry 11 men traveling at 7 knots. It's going to cost us, what is that, 70 or 7,200 bucks right there, I think. We got this one for 8,200 bucks. It's the same ship, it's just a different wood type, so it's a little more expensive. And then we got this guy that's 17 knots carrying 27 men for, what is that, 22,000, 23,000? That is so far away for us. But what I think we'll do is buy this one, the one that's made out of pine. This is going to last us a little longer. If we buy the initial one, it's made out of, what is that, oak? Or not oak, what is the thing made out of? Ash. And the ash, I think, is worse wood than the pine wood. And I think the pine wood's going to last us a little longer. This is going to cost us 7,200 bucks. We have 8,400 bucks right now. And what this is going to allow us to do is eliminate the cost of going back and forth between the docks here, because we need to go back across to the other towns that are already our buddies so we can actually hire some more army. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is probably start attacking the town that we were just at, because we need to go ahead and start taking some of these towns so that we're actually able to start generating some income, because right now we are just going from little skirmishes back and forth. And so what we can go ahead and do is repair this guy if he needs repairing. Did he need repairing? I don't even know if it needed repairing. It did, because it was bad. Okay, so we should be good. And if we customize the ship, what can we do? We can change the sail. That's cool. Is that going to cost us money? Because I hope not. It is going to cost us money. Okay, so we only have 200 bucks. So that's not actually enough to go ahead and do anything. So we can just take a look at them, I guess, and I guess hope we get one of these eventually. So now we can go ahead and sail from this port, which is going to be nice. We didn't really spend too much time here, so we are in a little thing now, and we go ahead and click around and go to the other port. Okay, so I want to hang out here for 2 more seconds, actually. I don't want to leave. So while we're still here, we're going to wander around, right? We're going to fight some more people eventually, and we're going to just wander around to these towns and try and recruit some more people, right? Because one of the things says we need 150 and 15, but the other thing says we just need 150. So I don't know if we can actually just go ahead and recruit people, or we need to go ahead and swear fealty to a like lord or whatnot. So let's go ahead and fight this guy. For some reason he decided to attack us. So they only have 3 troops and we have 4, so we should be kind of okay. All of our guys are a little messed up, and these guys are the same guys that we just fought that did a little more damage than we could have handled. All right, so hopefully we can go ahead and get rid of these guys with some ease here and not have all of our guys get knocked out again, but that's probably going to happen. Our dog is going all in already, so that's cool. And let's try and double up on these guys. That guy just one-shot our dude because he was pretty banged up already. Not a big deal. We just need to go ahead and get these guys to go ahead and try to separate themselves out here. And let's try not to get hit too much. And oop, there we go. Nope, we got hit. So these guys are actually pretty decent again. We're going to probably sail back before too long here, because if we're going to be running into these guys right now, we're not really equipped for it. And our little army guys aren't actually like high enough damage to really hold their own against these guys. So we're going to sail back to the little 2 towns that we were just at last episode, so that we're actually fighting other people that we're kind of on level with right now, because these guys are a little high for us right now, kind of feels like. So at least the dog pulled this guy away from us so that we only had to deal with 2 people at once and not all 3 of them, so that's good. I don't think the dog bit this guy at all though, so we have to do all the damage here, not a big deal. And there we go. So that's all 3 of them dealt with. We're going to go ahead and sail back to Denmark and walk around there, since some of the towns there are already liking us, and we can go ahead and recruit from there. So we'll go back over there right now. So I think we just got an axe upgrade. We got this guy called the Big Hand Axe. It requires strength 7 and ours requires strength 6 currently. So we'll go ahead and give that a whirl. It is a little bit slower, and I think its reach is a little bit more, so we'll see how that pans out. We'll hold on to our axe. We'll sell the rest of this stuff before we set sail, and then we're probably going to have to buy some food. I'm not too sure. We should be fine, but we'll go ahead and sail back right now. So now that we're over here in Ribe, we're going to try and walk around the towns and see if we can go ahead and recruit some army here. We have a total cap of 116 people, so I don't know if we're actually going to be able to do that. I'm not really too sure how these things work, because we're kind of having towns let us hire from them and some towns aren't, so we're going to have to start paying them, I guess, to go ahead and start recruiting from them. You know what? On our little trip around the towns here, one of these little towns is actually having a competition. I guess a fort is having a competition, so we're going to go ahead and join it, because we we have almost about full health, and we'll go ahead and give this a whirl and see if we can make a bunch of money here, right? So let's go ahead and bet $100 on ourselves, and if we win the entirety of the thing, we get $1,300, and then this is going to keep going up as we make it through the rankings here. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so we actually made it through that first little round there. That was really awkward, and we spawned in right next to the guy, and I didn't really expect it, and we won it relatively quickly. So let's just go ahead and jump into the second tier here. We'll go ahead and bet on ourselves again. We have a 10-to-1 odds. If we can bet $100 on ourselves again, we'll make another 1,000 on top of what we are already. So let's go ahead and do this one. We should go ahead and spawn in. We have 2 teams of 1, so it's another duel, I guess. And it spawns us right next to each other again. Okay, so the first time it cut me off guard, so let's go ahead and deal with this guy. We should be able to go ahead and win this relatively easily, as long as there's no, like, jumping enemy, I guess. We kind of got the single shield and sword thing down to kind of a T, so we should kind of be able to walk through this. Again, we're going to go ahead and bet on ourselves another $100 here, so that's only going to give us $700 if we win this time around. So another one-on-one. Let's go ahead and get it going. Oh, it spawned him on my left, not my right that time. That caught me off guard again. Okay, so this guy has the spear, and we have the axe, so we should be able to kill him relatively quickly. Let's go ahead and hit him in the face. That's 2 hits on him. He should need 1 more, and there we go. That's the 3rd one down. And I'm not too sure how much money we have. We only have enough to do a $50 bet, so let's go ahead and do that. So this time it didn't spawn him right next to me. I don't know where he's at, so we're just going to go looking for him, I guess. I'm trying to see if he's over there. He's not. He's right here in front of us. Okay, so this one should be kind of easy as well. We have a lot of our health back, so I guess it doesn't stick you with the bad health that you get in between rounds here, so that's good. This guy instantly broke our shield. That's very bad news for us. Let's go ahead and break his shield, and no, he just 2-shot us. Okay, so there's the jump in difficulty I was kind of worried about. So we just lost a bunch of money, so, I mean, that's kind of the risk we took there, so that's fine. I mean, we had to gamble it to try and get some cash going here because we were kind of running low, so it's no big deal. We lost that, but at least next time we can go ahead and give it another whirl here. How much money do we have left? We have $5 left. Okay, that's not great. That's actually not enough to even hire anybody else, so I'm going to stop walking over there. We're going to go ahead and just start attacking people that we see on the map here. So we have some thieves right here. There's only 4 of them, so we should kind of be able to go ahead and deal with them. And hopefully we don't lose anybody. We're going to try and level up our guys here as much as we can, the new guys that we just got, because we do need an army going here. We can't hire just a bunch of unkillable characters. I think there's a limit to how many you can have in your party, because if I remember correctly, in the normal warband, they kind of don't like each other. You can't have everybody in your army together, so it's probably going to happen in this mode as well. So that's that guy dealt with. I think that's the last guy, so we're just going to have to sit here and wait for them to run out of bounds. So on the way back to Ribe, so we can go ahead and sell our loot, we came across these guys, the young warriors. So if we click on them, we can actually sell them our bounties or our prisoners, and we have 2 of them right now, so we can go ahead and give them to them. And that gave us like $100, I think, like $60 maybe it was. I'm not too sure, but we got some money again. We have 124, and we need to go ahead and actually have money on us because our army is costing us 237 a week right now, and we don't have that many people. We have 10 people in our little troop thing here, so we need to get our money situation under control here. So we're gonna have to keep fighting a bunch of people over and over again. So before we sell our stuff over here at Ribe, taking a look at Dorstad, it's pretty small. There's only the big town and then another 7 little villages surrounding it, little towns and outposts. If we were to go ahead and attack Ribe and whoever owns Ribe, there is, I think, 9 or 10 little towns and castles, or towns and outposts surrounding that, so that's going to be a little harder to do than this one because they're pretty close together. And then the only other small thing that I can see on the map is this yellow team. They look pretty small. It looks like they have 1 town and then 2 little surrounding outposts. And then this pink one here is just as big as Dorstad, it kind of looks, maybe 1 or 2 less little towns. And I think that's it. This guy's kind of small, but I think he might be somewhere else on the map too, so I don't think that's actually as big as their kingdom is. I think there's probably another grouping of them somewhere else. And I think that's it. Everything else is kind of big. This place is kind of small too, but it's kind of spread out. And so I think what we're going to do is we're going to walk around these towns and the towns over here by Ribe, just constantly fighting bandits and building up our army, because currently we have a 116 capacity army, but I think next episode or a couple episodes from now, we're going to try and actually take over these little areas here and try and make this our own little kingdom so that we're actually able to start building off of it and attacking the other kingdoms here and taking over the map here. So let's go ahead and sell our stuff over here in Ribe really quick, get some extra cash so we can actually pay our troops for the week. And I think we're going to sell off our axe too. I think we're good with the new one that we just got. It seems kind of good and it seems to be doing more damage. So we'll go ahead and keep that one, sell the other one. So we have 110 bucks coming in. And I believe that's all we need to go ahead and pay our troops for the week. So everything else we get right now is just going to be profit and getting put back into recruiting troops for us right now. We have 234 and we need 237. So we need a couple more bucks and then we should be squared away. So we actually had our payday come up as we were trying to find another little grouping of people to fight. So we are -3 gold right now. We didn't pay all of our men. So we got the warning from one of our companions that we probably shouldn't be doing that. So we need to go ahead and make sure we have enough money on us next time that the pay time comes around. So let's go ahead and take care of these guys. There's only 3 of them. We have 10 troops. I'm going to actually trigger my guys to not be running up ahead of me like that. So hopefully they don't die here in the little exchange here. So let's go ahead and run up ahead of them, try and take these kills so that we go ahead and get the loot and the money from these guys. So here we go. And those guys are getting dealt with our normal troops here. And these guys are about to run backwards into the other guy. Would really prefer you guys turning around. Thank you. And let's see. I'm going to let these guys just deal with them, I guess, because we're exhausted and we're trying to let our stamina come back. We need to go ahead and upgrade our athletics, I think it is, to go ahead and have that not happen as much. It also doesn't help that we're wearing like super heavy gear, so we're just getting really exhausted really quickly. So with those guys dealt with, we're right next to another fighters camp, and last time we tried this, we kind of weren't prepared for it, so we're going to give this another go here, right? Now that we have a better weapon and we have troops, I think they'll come in there with us. So yes, they are coming in here with us, so hopefully we're actually able to go ahead and win this exchange. I'm going to have them follow me again because I don't like that they're just running up there ahead of us. They're just going to get killed before we get there. All right, so we got a guy over there again. He's coming at us, and then we got more people up here because they were standing on the little ridge line there throwing javelins at us. So let's go ahead and take care of this guy so that we don't get javelined in the back. All right, with that guy dealt with, let's go ahead and take care of these 3 guys. I don't know how many people are in this little hideout here because it didn't tell me. I don't think it did. At least I didn't see it pop up. And we just lost 2 of our guys. They're both dead, so that's 2 of our army kind of down. So let's deal with this guy. And please die. Thank you. We have another guy coming in from the back here. Let's go ahead and deal with him. And feel free to attack him whenever you guys want. Thank you for not helping. Let's go ahead and deal with these guys now. There's another, what is this, 2? We got 3 up on the hill, another one up on the hill. Let's go ahead and kill this guy if we can. One of our guys is dead, or at least unconscious. Can we deal with this guy, please? If I could move a little quicker. This guy just has a stick, so that's not a big deal. And can we smack you in the face, please? Thank you. He didn't die. This guy needs to stop shooting arrows at our buddies, please. Thank you. And now we can go ahead and walk up here and deal with the last 2, it looks like. Maybe 3. I'm not sure what's on the other side of this little lump of hill here, but we got 2 at least throwing rocks at us. There's 1, and there is 2. Oh, he blocked it. Never mind. There you go. There's 2. So that's them dealt with. Do we have more coming out of the cave? I don't see any more, but our guy is running up here like there is more. That guy just fell unconscious next to us. I guess he must have been bleeding. We can't leave still, so there's somebody somewhere. Setting my companion on charge mode, let me know where this guy's hiding at, because he's over here just in a corner. I didn't know there was another thing over here. And let's see if we can get him before he knocks her out. That'd be great. There we go. And is that the end of it? That's the end of it. Okay, cool. So let's see what kind of loot we get from this. We got a ton of loot. Okay, we have a bunch of armor. We have a bunch of weapons. We have almost an entire scroll wheel full of gear. That's super cool. There's so much stuff here. We're not actually able to take it all, but most of it's just kind of junk. We got like a bunch of sticks and stones and some food and stuff. So we should be fine. We're going to make a bunch of money regardless. We're going to go ahead and put a bunch of this stuff on our characters that can actually wear them. That's not the screen I wanted it to go. And hopefully we can go ahead and get them kind of more armored up here with that gear. So hopefully that's the case. So we were able to upgrade a couple of their pieces of armor there, but we're getting 2,300 from all of the stuff we're selling here, so that's a pretty good turnout on cash there. And now we don't really have to worry about paying our troops again for a little while, so we're actually going to go ahead and reinvest that back into some troop acquirements here. So let me go ahead and walk around and try and get some more troops really quick. So with a quick little trip around the map here, we have 18 troops, and we are able to go ahead and hire from all of the villages that are right here in the reddish color from Ribe. So it's going to take a little while to go ahead and build up a big enough army to try and get near our cap, but now we are locked to this town where we can't take all of our troops with us to this place because we have that ship with only, was it 11 people we can carry at a time? But I think that's going to go ahead and be it for today's episode. We got a couple more troops. I'm going to go ahead and try and build up our army in between episodes here. So next episode, we can hopefully get another boat. We're going to keep doing the fighting thing in between episodes here, try and generate some more cash. This town kind of stinks a little bit because there's only one other ship available, which is this guy here, and it's like 30-something thousand, so that's not something we can actually buy. And so what we'll end up doing is probably building up our army in this area, and we might actually have to start attacking this place instead of Doorstand, because with our ship we can only transfer 11 people, and I don't know if I can have my army just hang out while we go back and get more people on our boats. So we might have kind of boned it a little bit by coming back to Ribe instead of going to Doorstand and upgrading our troops there, but I guess we'll kind of see next episode. We're going to go ahead and call it there. So hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.